I love the fact that on these Q&As, Worm Yagen himself has stumbled onto my Q&A and asked, when will Worms finally be realized at being tier 0? You know, maybe when we get that support that we've been so desperately needing for all time. Let's dig on into this, shall we? So, Worm Yagen, I do agree that Worms do have a bit. Worm Nebula Meteorite was one of the best support cards that we could have ever actually hoped for, but for some reason, it just. I don't know what actually happened, but we never got any more support. It's like they're dead. We're revisiting Ice Barriers, but we can't give Worms good support. Let that sink in. Reg Lucas asked, how do you honestly feel about Rush Duels? And what is your favorite anime outside of Yu-Gi-Oh? Alright, so how do I feel about Rush Duels? First up, I think Rush Duels have potential. It was something I would do online for fun, not really play IRL. I do think that the Blue Eyes and the Dark Magicians, there's a collector's market for those. 100%. Alright, in terms of long-term investments, oh yeah. There's some really cool stuff there. I don't think that the way it is marketed will really work on a Western audience. So I think it's destined to fail in that regard. But there is going to be some collector stuff out there. And my favorite anime of all time, my favorite. I'm going to say for Mech, Gundam, 100%. Unicorn, I think, has been my favorite next to Wing, Seed, yeah. Though the Gundam Build Fighters, the first season was fire. For real life, slice of life, I gotta give it to Clanad. I cry like a baby every time. Season 1 sucks, but Season 2 was awesome. Alright, poor Nagisa. I feel so bad. Paul Merization XL asked, think ever create more dangers, and if they did, what are your thoughts on a danger tuner being brought into the game? Ha ha ha. I'll be honest with you, Paul Merization, I'm when we saw more danger support like near the end of it, I was like, oh yeah, we'll get a synchro here. We will eventually we'll bring this up to speed. They never did. I don't know if they were just afraid after seeing the initial designs on the danger cards, but I feel there was a massive disconnect from what more they wanted to do versus what we got. And I wouldn't be surprised if they revisit the dangers, but when you have the words draw one card on Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they seem to make issues in the game. So yes, I would love to see a danger synchro and a danger tuner. I think they would both be really cool, but you're going to have to restructure fundamentally how that set actually works and interacts with the game, because if you don't, you're going to have massive issues on your hands, and that's not exactly something that we can afford right now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in that interesting spot where, we've previously checked draw cards. We've also found ways to get draw cards into the game like Extravagant Desires, without just being generic like Pot of Greed. But it's these plus bodies that allow for dropping other things into the graveyard, and these so-called extenders that have bodies that also draw cards that was becoming the real issue with the danger cards. So I do think that was an interesting question to bring up, but yeah. So it'd be cool. More danger support is always welcome. Just fix it. All right. Imagine if the Synchros had discard 1, draw 2. All right. Sabo Tesanovic asked, Eldritch overrated. Well, when you're the Invoked of the Generation and you're as splashable as you are, is it really overrated, or is it just good synergy in the game? Alright. Movie Geek 89. What old archetype do you want to see get more new support through core, side sets, or a structure deck? Worms. We asked the question at the beginning of the video. Tier 1 support win. Also, I'm secretly over here, sitting here in the corner going, Gay Guardian support, Gay Guardian support, Gay Guardian support. Where's my Gay Guardian support? Have you guys seen my Gay Guardian support? Have you? Have you? Have you seen it? Someday, we will get Gay Guardian support. Son Goku asked, what do you think about Dragma? Well, it is one of the other most splashable engines in the game. I love that we've reached a time in the game's history now where we have Invoked being the best Splash Sinker engine, Eldritch being the best control splashable zombie engine, and we've got the best anti-extra deck armament in the game through the effect of Dragma. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never been quite this splashable, and it's actually kind of crazy. Like I said previously in this video, we found a way to bring generic draw power into the game at this stage, and now that we've kind of balanced out that regard, Invoked has been a problem because of how splashable it has been, and we have two more issues on our hands here. Did we not learn our lesson with Sky Striker? Sky Striker became an issue because it was splashable and it had unfiltered draw potential in it. And when you look at draw power, the dangers and Sky Striker were both very big issues. The downside with Striker was, you had a very good toolbox that you had access to, but your issue at the end of the day became, well, there's the best of both worlds here, searching and drawing. All right, so yeah, when you include those two together, you do bring up some issues. But Dragma will be the third active archetype that we'll have splashable. I don't think I've ever seen 3 splashable archetypes at the same time. I think the best we had was Sky Striker and Invoked in the same format. Now we have Dragma, Eldritch, and Invoked for splashability. It's kind of cool. Kevin Bromley asked, what is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Investment you ever made? Shonen Jump promos. Free real estate. Oh, those Apprentice Illusion Magician girls were so nice. Selling them for $45 a piece. Ugh, I miss those. D'Angelo Cameron asked, what is your favorite era of Yu-Gi-Oh! And why? Probably 2012 wind-up hand loop format. Only because that's when I got 3rd place at OYCS. We kind of got to talk about the glory days for a second, though, but I definitely enjoyed that format. Also, didn't really have to deal with a lot of craziness back then. It was just kind of Insectors, some Heretics, or Heretics, and some of your other so-splashable archetypes. Time Star Magician. Am I your favorite magician of the Pendulum Magicians? And how do you predict the meta will shape up to be with Rise of the Duelist? So first up, I don't like any of the Pendulum Magicians. Sorry to ruin your day there, Time Star. But I think that the meta post Rise of the Duelist, considering the fact that Synchro Eldritch is still going to be one of the biggest decks at the dinner table, there is no doubt in my mind about that, all right? We are definitely, not a lot's going to change, and I'm sorry to tell you that. Emancipator's combo potential still going to be bigger, and you're still going to be seeing Eldritch adjusting. I would not be surprised if we don't see Eldritch adapt a Dragma engine, and to, make things a little bit more interesting, you're going to have Numeron Eldritch coming to the dinner table here with Utopic Zexal with the release of the legendary, the Battles of whatever set it is this block. So I would not be surprised if we see just more Eldritch shenanigans all the way around the dinner table. But yes, I definitely am expecting Dragma to continue to be one of the most splashable powerhouse engines in the game, in addition to what we're already predicting and seeing here. So it's going to be a fun time. Poor Qua. What do you think about the longevity of the game? Do you think they could keep introducing new summoning mechanics every so often? I'm afraid of a burnout and the game that's too convoluted. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's made it this far. I don't think we have any issues. I don't mean to not answer this question to its full detail, but we always, every year, Yu-Gi-Oh's dying. Oh, it's dying. Game's fine. Alright. Longevity. I thought this game would have died 5-10 years ago, but here we are. I don't have an accurate prediction for that at all anymore. Frenky asked, what is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh products from 2002 to nowadays, and why? Including main sets, secondary sets, decks, everything. Also, congrats on 80K. I watch you almost every day, but I never realized you were this high. Well, my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh products, probably the Mega Tins. Tins in general. I always enjoyed opening them. They're simplistic, and they're always something to look forward to every year. And they're usually the best return every year for players. So I definitely like that. Yeah, we'll go with that. V. Ross asked, out of pure curiosity, what is your favorite and least favorite Tier 0 decks? Infinity Tier 0 is my least favorite because having to sit there for that format was horrible. Favorite Tier 0 deck was probably Teledad. I enjoyed that because I got to beat it. Alright. Leruxas asked, when did you start selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I've always kind of done this. 2005. I had to start paying for my cards because, I wasn't the best well-raised. If I wanted something, I had to do it myself. So, yeah, officially my business license is 2011, 2012. Alex Polk. I met you at Atlanta YCS during Pepe format. That's also where I met Corey McDuffie. I really enjoyed talking to both of you. What is your favorite part of the competitive scene? Well, man, I just read Corey McDuffie. I'm sad now. I hope he's doing... everything he went through, I do hope that he is resting well now. Alright, that was my moment of silence there. Man, kids, stay safe out there, and don't let life hit you when you're down. Just keep your head up. Alright, that's my sermon for that part. My favorite part of the competitive scene, seeing people, not necessarily talking to people. I hate when Yu-Gi-Oh players come up to me and tell me their story. I hate it, but I do love interacting. I love trading with people. Trading lets me actually talk to people and enjoy the game. And it's a different aspect that people don't really get the chance to see, and I do think that is one of the coolest aspects of the game. Alright. FBI asked, favorite deck? Well, I'm most known for gadgets. Unfortunately, the deck's kind of bad. I am also one of the few remaining stun experts at the game. Yeah, pretty bad at the deck, but it's because old Yu-Gi-Oh theory is still there. And then Mastduels13 asked, would you try gadgets again if Ultimate Offering came off the Forbidden and Limited list? I'm always willing to try one thing once. That definitely applies to my my life, a very big hole. I do think that it's not going to go the way we want it to because of how fast Yu-Gi-Oh is now, but I would give it a shot. One Ultimate Offering doesn't do anything. We're going to need 3 of them things, honestly. So what do you guys think about these? I have way more to come, but that should wrap up this weekend's segment of this. If you guys have questions, feel free to leave them down below. I will take a gander at those when we can. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.